2 years. It has actually been 2 years. I'm recording this video on 13th of May 2025, and exactly 2 years ago I uploaded my first 2 videos of this channel. And here we are, still doing the same thing. And I'm actually not even halfway through. Getting close, but no. Still over half of the challenge is left to be done. This is just a small recap of what has happened in 2 years and what can we expect from the future. I'll look into some stats and highlights and whatnot. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna look at. This is a very spontaneous video and not even that serious. I don't have a script or anything. There won't be any flashy edits, so if you have TikTok brains, I'm sorry. I guess first of all, let's take a look at the stats actually. I have a whole spreadsheet for the challenge. You can find the link in the description of any of my videos. And yeah, I've divided all the 402 weapons into all of the different weapon classes here to make it easier to keep up with the progress. 181 weapons done in 2 years. That's almost half, but not quite. It's actually 45.27%. And actually, apparently there are going to be some new weapons when the Tarnished Edition DLC drops sometime soon, I guess. So the final number is probably gonna be a little bit more than 402 actually, but we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, back to the sheet. Great Swords is the largest weapon class there is, and we're actually halfway through. 12 out of 24 Great Swords done. There's still some amazing ones on the wheel, like sort of Milos. Inseparable Sword is an interesting one. I actually don't know anything about it, but it's interesting how you get it. Ordevis Great Sword is the Blasphemous Blade is obviously the Great Sword of Damnation. Straight Swords 9 out of 23, second largest weapon class. There's actually quite a lot of straight swords to be done. Little sneak peek actually, Cane Sword was the latest weapon. That video is yet not out, but I already did the run with it. Glintstone Staffs, 8 out of 20 done. There are a lot of mage runs to be done. I have a separate spreadsheet for the spells. I feel like we have done a lot of basic sorceries so far, and there are a lot of interesting ones left. Colossal weapons, actually, we've done so many colossal weapons. 12 out of 20 done already. We are over halfway through. Blood Fiend's Arm, oh actually, it says Blood Friend's Arm, but it's... obviously Blood Fiend's Arm. Probably one of the most broken weapons in the game. Giza's Will be interesting. Falling Star's Beast Charm. Even if it got nerfed, it's an interesting weapon. Devonia's Hammer, Shadow Sunflower Blossom. There's a lot of interesting colossal weapons left as well. Spears. Now this is interesting. There are 19 spears and I've only done 4. Also Blood Fiend's Fork is one of the recent weapons we did, and Spike Spears not that long ago either, so for some reason the wheel hasn't been providing us with spears. Gras Naginata will be interesting for sure. A Death Ritual Spear maybe. Bolt of Granzax obviously, I'm really looking forward to that one. It's one of the weapons I'm looking forward the most at this point. Curd Swords, 8 out of 19 done. So many S tier weapons here. I believe Beastman's Curd Sword is like A tier, Scavenger Curse Sword B or A tier, Falx S tier, Ring of Astel S tier, Bandit Curd Sword S tier, Dancing Blade of Rana S tier. You can easily make so damn powerful builds with Curd Swords. Halberds, 11 out of 18 done. Quite a lot of halberds done, yeah. Only 7 to go out of 18, so that's not bad. I feel like we have done most of the better halberds, but still golden halberd left, for example. There'll be a fast run, I believe, as well, because it's so easy to get, obviously. I don't know how good Loreth's Vorsicle is, but I'm excited to try it out. Daggers, 9 out of 18, so halfway through. We've done quite a lot of daggers. We've done some good daggers for sure. Black Knife, Earthsteel Dagger, Reduvia, even Parine Dagger. And the recent 2 Ivory Sickle Crystal Knife, we got the worst daggers out of the way, so that's nice. Still some good ones left as well, like Bloodstained Dagger. Scorpion Stinger will be interesting at least. Flintstone Cuirass, some say it's the best dagger out there. Mein Gosh, that's not how you pronounce it, but that's how I pronounce it. Perhaps another parry run as well. Access, 9 out of 17 done also. Good progress. Over halfway through actually. We have done quite a lot of axes lately as well. I still have all of these 5 in my fresh memory. Stormhawk Axe, I'm really looking forward to that one. Also the Dead Knight's Twin Axes. Great Hammer, 6 out of 16. We haven't even done that many Great Hammers. Same actually with Hammers, 6 out of 16. Great Stars is still here. That's gonna be that's gonna be big. Black Steel Great Hammer, looking forward to that one. Perhaps we do a guard counter build with that one. That would be new. Varys Bouguet, long awaited run. Some say it's one of the worst weapons. I don't actually believe that, because it still has bleed, even if the damage is not amazing. Bleed is gonna save it against most of the bosses. Marika's Hammer, looking forward to that one too. Colossal Sword, 7 out of 16. Blight's Royal Greatsword is still here. Godslayer Greatsword, I'm looking forward to that one. Fire Knight's Greatsword as well. Great Axe is 4 out of 14. Still 10 left. I've only done 4. Some say Executioner's Great Axe is amazing. Before this challenge I knew nothing about it, but now I'm excited to try it out. And then when we go down here, we can find more weapons. Fists, only 4 out of 14 done. The balls are still here, for example. There's actually 5 DLC fists. That's a lot. And I haven't tried any of them yet. Sacred Seals, 5 out of 12. Some of my favorite runs have been Sacred Seals runs. Well, Gravelstone Seal is still the number 1 on the tier list as well. I also have a separate spreadsheet for the incantations. Dragon Communion Seal with so many spells. Good Greatswords, 5 out of 11. Almost halfway through. Morgard's Skirt Sword is one of the weapons I'm looking forward to use. Katanas, 5 out of 20. 5 out of 10. We're halfway through. Nagagiba is still here. Both the DLC katanas still here. Everyone loves katanas. I'm looking forward to all of these actually. Great Spears, 6 out of 10. Over half of them done. DLC actually introduced 4 new Great Spears and I'm already used 3 of them. Obviously Moquin's Sacred Spear is still on the wheel, one of the best weapons in the game. And the largest bow weapon class is crossbows with 9 different weapons. We have already used 3. Been a while since my last crossbow run. Pulley crossbow was like what? Pulley crossbow was actually weapon number 38. And we are at weapon number 181 now. So yeah, it's been a while since my last crossbow. Twin Blade is 3 out of 8. One of my favorite weapon classes. Cold Skin Peeler still left. Eleanor's Pole Blade still left. I don't know how good Black Steel Twin Blade is, but it looks sick. Trusting Swords, 5 out of 8. Only 3 more to go. I really liked Rapiers. Looking forward to Cleanrod's Night Sword, which is supposedly better. Frozen Needle, a unique trusting sword. Longbows. Luckily we have done 5 already, so 3 more to go. And actually, pretty much the best ones are left. Black Bow, supposedly the best base game longbow, and Unspaksh Longbow is supposedly the best longbow. Ampuli Bow, I believe, is like decent. Torches, 5 out of 8. So most of the torch is done as well. But still some torture left, like Nanaya's torch. That will probably drive me into madness. Whips, 3 out of 7. Most of the whips I've used, oh well, actually all of the whips I've used have been quite shit. But all the better whips are still left on the wheel, so Urumi, Oslo's Petal Whip, maybe those will redeem the weapon class. Flails, 3 out of 6. Only 6 of them, but we are still halfway through. Bastard Stars is probably the only actually exciting flail left. Light Bows, also 3 out of 6. There's not much to say about light bows, they are just, well, not that exciting. And then there's one more row, you can also see the tier list down here. But heavy thrusting swords, only 1. I've done only 1 heavy thrusting sword. All of the 4 base game thrusting swords are still untouched. But I really liked Guiline's great sword, and I think I'm gonna absolutely love Bloody Hellis at least. And I'm really looking forward to all of the heavy thrusting swords actually. 4 out of 5 Reapers done, almost all of them, only Graveside left. As I said, I really liked Obsidian Lamina, and lights are like okay. They're cool at least, they're fun to play with. Claws, 3 out of 5, one of my favorite weapon classes. And the Venomous Fang is supposedly maybe the best claw, at least it's pretty darn good. Great Bows, 2 out of 5. I can't say I'm a great bow enjoyer. Earthry Great Bow is one of the worst weapons left on the wheel, I feel like. Perfume bottles, 1 out of 5 done. Only done the lightning perfume bottles still. These were amazing at launch, but right now I don't have high expectations for these. Ballistas, 2 out of 3 done. Just Char Cannon left on the wheel. This is probably the worst weapon left on the wheel. I've already done Hand Ballista and Rabatz Cannon, so I have some experience when it comes to ballistas. I feel like Char Cannon is gonna be fine. Backhand Blades, 1 out of 3. I probably used the worst backhand blade as my first one. I'm looking forward to these 2. And using Blind Spot. Light Great Swords. Also, I feel like I used the worst ones. Maybe the coolest one, Relan's Twin Blades, but I also used it before the buff. Milady, looking forward to it a lot. Lotta sword. Looks decent, let's put it that way. Great Katanas, actually all of them done. 3 out of 3. Loved them all. Hand-to-hand arts, there's just 2. Dryleaf arts was cool, and I'm looking forward to Dane's footwork as well. Same with Trusting Shields, 1 out of 2 done. Dueling Shield was cool, and I'm looking forward to Carrion Trusting Shield, which should be maybe better. Beast Claws, the only weapon class that I haven't tried at all. Obviously there's only 2, so it's also very unlikely that I hit either one of them anytime soon. But I'm really looking forward to these ones, to be honest. And last but not least, the Rowing Blades. 1 out of 1 done. There's only 1. The Smith Script Dagger, and it's kind of funny that we actually got it already. And I really enjoyed that run. Actually, if you haven't watched that run, I highly suggest it. it was a cool run. So yeah, there it is. That's all the weapon classes. So many good ones still left. If we now take a look at the wheel, there's still 221 entries. It's still quite big, the wheel, I mean. It'll take a while before you can actually, like, clearly see the names of the weapons. But when you compare this to this is the actual full wheel with all 402 weapons. Yeah, I mean, you can tell the difference. When it's this wheel, you actually can't read any of the names of the weapons. You can also find the link to the wheel, the actual 402 weapons wheel, on the description if you want to try it yourself. On the same spreadsheet I also have the rankings of the weapons. I do have a separate tier list as well with the picture of the weapons, but it's not that easy to read anymore because there are so many weapons, so it's actually easier to take a look here. Top 10, Gravelstone Seal, Dancing Blade of Rana, Euphoria, Sword of Night and Flame, Darkmoon Greatsword, Ancient Meteoric Ore Greatsword, Wing of Astal, Envoy's Longhorn, Bandit Skirt Sword, and Rivers of Blood. There's actually 28 S tier weapons so far. Plenty of very good A tier weapons as well. The B tier is also very crowded. There's a lot of good ones here. I might need to do some reorganizing at some point. And after 90 weapons, it's the start of C tier, which is like the actual mid tier. There's a link to this list on the description, so I'm not gonna like spend too much time. I'm just gonna scroll through this. Some of the weapons like Nitrate Clay was like done so early in the challenge. It deserves better, but some of the early challenge weapons suffered from the fact that they were done so early and the rules were a bit different. I wasn't able to change the SFR or the infusion. I didn't know much about the game, so it also hurts the rating, and I was just not as good player. Obviously now that I know what to do with the weapons, I can really bring out the most of the weapons, so it's more of a fair rating. I might do some reruns with some of the weapons I did like super early days. And then there's the F tier with some of the worst weapons, mostly bows. Celebrant Shipwreck, which was just horrible to farm. And then the Great Bow tier list. Rabatscan and Great Bow Hand Ballista, these were quite something. Here is the tier list with pictures. It's more visual, but it's not as easy to read it realistically. And it's not even half of the weapons here, so I wonder what will this look like when it's 402 weapons actually. And here is the channel. Let's go to oldest videos actually. Well, this says 1 year ago, but it should soon change to 2 years ago, because as you can see, uploaded May 13th, 2023. Exactly 2 years ago, where it all started. Let's actually take a look at this.
Have you ever wondered how many weapons there are in
My old apartment here, and Jesus, I look so young.
ELDEN RING? Well, there are 304. 304!
There was actually 308 weapons when I started this. I miscounted. There's 308 base game weapons, and now obviously there's 402 with the DLC.
4 different kind of weapons in Elden Ring. That is massive. And I am going to do the impossible and win the game with
sick
every
editing.
Single weapon there is. And I can only use one weapon in one run. We have seen all sorts of absolutely insane challenge runs in
More
Elden
sick
Ring,
editing.
but this is something that no one has done. Probably because it is such a fucking stupid idea. And probably because it is going to also take me years to complete. Nevertheless, I am going to do it no matter how.
Yep, it's gonna take me years to complete. I didn't even know how right I was.
How long it takes. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you in the next at least 304 YouTube videos. Bye bye.
At least 304 YouTube videos. Actually even more than that. And then, 1 day later, 2 years ago, May 14th, 2023, I uploaded my first run. Nowadays it has 15,000 views, so that's pretty good.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna spin the wheel for the first time. Let's just spin the wheel and see what's gonna be our first weapon. Great Maze. Subtopes. Like disgrace.
That was the first subtopes. It was actually subtopes and not what-up-topes, but since day one I have been doing this.
Obviously. I have to say
I used to do some sick editing back in the days. Let's check my first ever market fight.
What up?
What am I actually doing?
Jesus, how did that not hit?
I did not know how to fight him.
What the fuck? I'm not this bad at this fight.
I was that bad at that fight. Nice charge, heavy.
Really?
Maybe dodge.
You're being quite passive.
Strafe, strafe, strafe. Panic rolling.
I'd like to stagger
Stabbing
you,
jump.
you're just not staggering.
Amazing gameplay. Yeah. For stagger, you'd need to actually hit him
The damage is alright,
a lot.
but it's quite slow weapon.
And go for charge heavies as well. Slow weapon.
Really? I don't remember how to fight this guy. Alright, bro.
Strafe.
I don't remember how to fight you because normally I have such an overpowered level at this point already. So I can just
Oh, that makes sense.
tank everything and fuck you up. How is you
Strafe.
not staggered still? Like, what the fuck?
Go behind him.
Please stagger at least once in this fight.
To be honest, it was probably quite close to staggering. A lot of times.
Okay. First try.
Didn't actually die, so that's something.
Wasn't the cleanest fight of my life.
How many times did I die to Maligat again?
Shit.
I remember it was a lot.
Ah! Well, I died. Yep. I didn't have healing facts, so I couldn't do anything with it. God.
A lot of times.
Ah!
Look at me
Fuck
panic
this
rolling.
guy, I don't understand.
It used to drive me so mad that I didn't know how to fight Maligat. Nowadays I absolutely love the fight.
Dodge those attacks. I don't know.
Don't worry, you'll learn.
No!
28 times. I died 28 times. Oh, hello. Say hi to Kuopio again. Oh, she doesn't want to be in camera.
We got it. We got it.
Here's my first ever Elden Beast kill.
Fucking a lot, but there it is.
Jesus, I
Thank you
used to
very
curse a
much.
lot. That's the first
Well,
weapon
that
done.
didn't take so many tries. There we go.
Look at the
Elden
joy
Ring
on my face.
completed with great mace only. That's the first weapon out of... I don't even remember anymore. You'll see it in screen. I don't know. Maybe a little bit too much time, I have to admit.
It took 8 hours to beat the first run. Nowadays, if a run takes 8 hours, the weapon is like absolutely shite. I like that haircut actually. Maybe need to grow my hair again.
Thank you very much for watching.
This is my third run of the challenge. Watchdog stuff. I have a timer and everything. But there's an interesting comment I made.
It's like, honestly, even if I were able to like play every day and complete one weapon per day, it will fuck, where the fuck am I going? It will still take me almost a year, 1 year to complete, and I won't be able to do it in such a fast pace as once a day. At the moment I'm in a pace of 1 or 2 weapons per week. There's like 52 weeks in a year, right? So if I do 1 weapon per week, that means I would have 50 weapons done, or 52 weapons done in
Quick
1
maths
year.
with Vorti.
So 100 weapons in 2 years. So that would mean 300 weapons in 6 years. 6 years! That is, yeah, that is quite mental. Even if I were able to do 2 weapons per week, even with that pace, it would be 3 years. 3 years. What have I gotten myself into? Well, it's not about the destination. It is about the journey and the friends we make along the way. So
Yeah, I was shocked about the 3 years. Well, I've been doing this now for 2 years. I still think it's gonna take me more than 3 years to complete because I just simply won't be able to finish the challenge in 1 year. I'll get closer. It shouldn't take 4 years. It's gonna be 3 to 4 years, I feel like. I shall say, I've been quite fast so far this year, actually. In my first year, I was able to get 88 weapons done. Now, through my second year, I did 95 weapons, almost the same pace. And now the third year of the challenge starts. Let's see how many weapons we can do. But so far in 2025, I've already done 50 weapons. Exactly 50 weapons. So the pace has been very good. But the night rain is dropping soon, so that's probably gonna slow the process for a while. Well, As I said, it's not about the goal, it's about the journey and the friends we make along the way. Hand of Millennium is the first run that actually like blew off in my channel. Nowadays it has 44,000 views. What? 44,000 views? I remember I was so like mind blown about the views. Even getting 1,000 views was like mental, and then it quickly got 10,000 views. Like I was absolutely shocked about the views I got for this weapon.
So I guess without further ado, let's spin the magic wheel and see what we get today. I would really like a somber weapon for a change, but what I get is no. Oh, well,
I actually got very excited.
Definitely getting a somber weapon.
I might need to start leaving the reactions of me spinning the weapon to the videos again. I think that was actually fun, but my intro style is a lot different nowadays. My first time fighting Malenia in this challenge, and it was a struggle.
Well, that's GG's. Yep. Amazing. Well, could have been worse. We got to the second phase with our first try.
Whenever this song starts playing in my channel, you know, shit is about to hit the fan.
Oh! Fucking walls, fucking walls! Okay, that's the best first phase I can ever get. I just need to focus on the second phase and please get some good RNG.
What is that haircut again?
No, 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 no! I was so close to the tree, so I wasn't able to run away from the fucking ghosties and fuck. This can go from good to very bad in seconds. Oh no 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 no!
One of my better edits.
No.
Still to this day.
No. An hour is long enough time. I think it might have been like 1.5 hours already. We gotta go and do some setup. I'm gonna go get Mimic Tier plus 10.
Oh yeah, I used to actually get Mimic Tier when I struggled back in the early days.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then, well, it wasn't 100k, it was almost 80k anyways. That's quite a lot. Back to Malenia.
Death counter, what? 48? How many times did I die?
Ew. I don't have stamina.
Oh, I got that close.
No!
And then the clones hit.
No.
Typical. Getting classic since day one.
It's pretty much GG's when she does 2 of those in the first phase. Patience.
So I died 58 times. Bloodhound's Fang and Mimic. What a way to beat Malenia. Nice dodging, actually.
Yes! Fuck yes!
Only took almost 60 tries. And there it is, Chocoblaze MC, my first Twitch chatter as well. Shout out to Chocoblaze MC. Back to the channel. Beastman's Curved Sword was absolutely amazing. My first time trying power stance jump attack build. I loved it. Around this time, I think I changed the rule and I was able to now change the infusion and change the Astro form. I wish I got Golden Order Greatsword later though. I feel like this is probably pretty good in the DLC. I'd like to try it in the DLC actually. Axe of Godfrey was sick. I still don't know how to pronounce Wakichashi. Zweihander was also done too early to its own good. Another weapon that deserves a rerun probably. Ah, Forked Greatsword. Actually, look at this. Forked Greatsword you actually need to farm.
Guess we just, yes, kill this guy all over and over again.
Over and over again.
Okay,
you say?
An impressive start. Okay, this camera
nice
angle
panic
is
rolling.
Also not the best. I'm definitely not going to die to you. Not a fucking single time. Imagine.
First time maybe?
Imagine. Fucking imagine.
First 40 luck.
First try with 2% base drop rate.
And
that is some luck. What
that's not all.
Well, seems like we're gonna go for another one. At least we stagger him.
This is my third kill.
Straight up, so.
And
there's no absolute loop. This can't be true.
I was shocked.
I killed this guy 3 times and I got 2 of the weapons.
Live Wheeze. Sacred Relic Greatsword was actually number 20. Black Knife was done quite early. Zamo Greatsword, the first S tier weapon. Like, I just loved this weapon so much.
Okay, yeah. Wow.
I think this was my first weapon that actually like procced Frost simply instantly, so that shocked me so much that I just simply put it to S tier. The SFR is pretty good.
Yeah, what the hell am I...
Other than that, it's pretty basic weapon.
That is huge. The AoE is so fucking strong. Actually, it's just stupid how strong that is. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's just, if I played it nowadays,
oof.
would be a solid,
Gotta be careful.
maybe A tier, maybe B tier weapon. I fell in love with this weapon because I hadn't seen anything like this. Well, even today, the SFR is really good. It'll be actually interesting to do a rerun with this weapon. My first S tier weapon to see if I would actually say it's S tier weapon anymore. Let's look at the rating of the weapon then.
Okay, this has to be the best weapon I've used in this challenge. Like, by far. Incredible damage. That AoE is so dumb. I can imagine how much damage you can do if you even buff yourself with incantations and stuff. Do all sort of damage buffs and then go for the AoE. Rating of the weapon... I don't want to give it 10 out of 10, but it's definitely 9 out of 10, if not even 9.5 out of 10. Maybe the normal moveset wasn't
9 out of 10.
amazing. It was alright. It was good. It was unique. Here we go, tier list. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Okay. This tier list. It's so small. Oh, compare this to the tier list nowadays. Yeah, it's a bit different. This one and this one.
The straight goes there. Nothing much to see here. First S tier weapon, Zamo Greatsword.
First S tier weapon, Zamo Greatsword. Oh yeah, and number 28, my first bow of the challenge. Great bow. That was not a great bow to start with. Jesus, this was challenging. How long did the run take again? Almost 19 hours. Yeah, I'm not even gonna go through some of these struggles here, but especially Radagon and Elden Beast. Let's actually see the reaction of me finishing. I was so happy.
Jesus fucking God.
And to this day, the great bow tier still exists. Okay, this is one of the most bullshit things that happened. It's not the only one. It's also back in the days when you couldn't use Torrent against Elden Beast. That was straight Alt F4.
Immediate Alt F4. I don't fucking care. Like, yeah. That pisses me off. I can't do this anymore. There's no way. There's no...
This was one of the most frustrating things I've done during this challenge. I haven't got like this close once, when it was almost 16 hours. It still took me 2 hours to actually get the successful run. What a run, what a run. After my first bow, what did the wheel give me? Another bow. Let's see the reaction.
All I'm really asking is, please don't give me a bow tonight. That's all I'm asking. Let's spin the magic wheel and see. Do we get another bow? Or maybe something easier today?
I was not having it. I was absolutely not having it.
Okay.
Oh, introduction to crossbows. And not that long after we got another bow, the horn bow. At least there were 2 weapons in between. We got Serpent Hunter here, Bloodhound Claws was amazing. Then another bow here, and another bow, and... oh yes, this was a streak. Light crossbow, then pulley crossbow just after that, and hand ballista after that. And look at this.
Give me something else tomorrow. Not a bow again. Ballista tomorrow, please. Please, guys. Don't curse it. Don't curse it.
Shout out to Hippoman. Shout out to Hippoman.
Alrighty, guys. Another day, another run. If
I was so happy to spin the wheel.
I'm going to lose it. Any bow, actually. I've had enough with bows for a while. Let's see. I'm a bit terrified to spin the wheel today. Let's do it. Surely we get something.
I was right to be terrified.
Let's spin the magic wheel, and today's weapon is a... No. I can't believe this. I fucking can't believe this. Well, it is not a crossbow. The hand ballista.
The wheel used to be so funny. And here we got our first mage run, the crystal staff. Oh yeah, and Sword of Night and Flame. Amazing run. Still S tier weapon, like top 10 on my tier list, I think. It was the second like big, actually really big video in terms of views. 60k views. And not that long ago, Moonveil after that with 62k views as well, and the channel was booming again. Both amazing runs. Envoy's Great Horn was sick as well. Run number 50, the Moon Run. That was a fun run. And slowly but surely we started to really pick up the pace. This was the first completely deadless run. Let's see the reaction.
Well, didn't cancel it. Other way can just kill him during Elden Stars. That works just fine. And there we go. Finally, weapon number 61, Dragon Great Claw, and deadless. Let's go. Took a while. And of course it was the Jump Attack Power Stance build that did it. Dragon Great Claw managed to do what none other weapon in this challenge. I guess the next challenge is hitless, right? Surely that's not gonna be much harder. Have a mode.
Next challenge is hitless, yeah, right. Weapon number 61, my first deadless run. But yeah, I still haven't done a hitless run, but I'm not actually even actively trying. Yeah, this is when my shoulder got dislocated, so I wasn't able to use my other hand for like, I would say 2 weeks or something like that, so I actually beat Elden Ring once during that time with one hand. And we still randomized the weapon. We got Gargoyle's Black Axe. I even had my keyboard inputs on screen for the first and only time so far. I had to change my
time. This should be just fine, because we can just keep
settings a bit, obviously, for one-handed run. But it was just fine, like, honestly, it wasn't even that much more difficult. I only played with keyboard. Didn't use my mouse at all. It was fine because when you're locking on, you don't really even need the mouse, pretty much.
We also have Axe Talisman on. Okay, cool. Fuck that attack. This is just piece of cake. This is just piece of cake. No worries.
Just piece of cake. So we actually beat the game with one hand. Apparently I also didn't die to any of the bosses, even when I was one-handing in real life. Siluria's 3 was the first Weaver redeemed weapon. That was sick. I really like that weapon too. Honestly, it will probably be pretty darn good in the DLC as well. Eisray Hatchet, first sub 2 hours run. Was pretty quick. Actually, I think this is the quickest run I've done. To this day, I think this is even quicker than Bloodhound's Fang, maybe. It's close. This is also deadless.
Dead.
I don't know why I didn't just kill him right there. One axe swing would have done it.
Wanted to finish him with style. That was not a good idea. Now he will be stalling for the rest of his life.
Look, it's the same shirt as well. Oops.
Of course.
Same jumper
Watch the way
I'm
of
wearing.
right here.
Well, there we go.
Very first sub 2 hours run. I don't know how much faster I can actually go if I go like full talismans. It's gonna be hard to beat that time. Less than 1 hour and 58 minutes. And another deadlift.
Right now, the glitchless speedrun in Elden Ring is 52 minutes, 55 seconds, which is just absolutely mental with Death's Poker. So yeah, I still have quite a lot to do. Could I even make it to the list? Oh. That run would be the 152nd fastest run if I actually submitted it. But yeah, honestly, one day I might want to check how fast can I actually go when I try to speedrun. That'd be fun. Submit a run as well. Even getting to top 50 is super hard though. You'd almost need sub 1 hour to get top 50, which is quite mental. Even the fastest finish run is 1 hour and 9 minutes 55 seconds. That's not easy to beat. Definitely not easy to beat. Shout out to Skoruby. We also had a little bingo match. This was a fun thing to do as well. Mariah's Executioner's Sword, amazing. Sword, obviously, amazing run. We have done so many runs. Bloodhound's Fang was weapon number 93. Here's Gravelstone Seal, run number 95. Still number 1 on my tier list. I just absolutely loved the Dragon Cult incantations, and this is one reason why. Wheeze.
What is that? What is that?
Yeah, and that was just one fight. One of the better fights in this run. And the build got even stronger now with the DLC, so I really want to maybe try Gravelstone Seal again and Dragon Cult incantations again. Try the DLC incantations and try it in the DLC. Maybe one day. It's just I have so many things I want to do. I simply don't have time for everything. And then obviously run number 100, Envoy's Great Horn. And well, it was a special run.
How rare that is.
Wait a minute!
You might wonder, why on earth am I in a pool playing Elden Ring? Well, let me explain. I have been doing a challenge where I'm beating Elden Ring with every single weapon for over a year now. And a long time ago in a stream of mine, I promised
That was actually
one
painful.
day I'm going to do a hot tub stream.
Hot tub stream. That I can't promise. I guess I never say never.
Honestly, I still don't know why I agreed to that. But anyways, this is as close as I could get to a hot tub. To not make it too easy on myself, I also decided to kill all 165 bosses in one go. And what better weapon to use for the hot tub stream than Invoice Longhorn? Because, you know, bubbles.
So yeah, I did beat all the base game bosses in one run, in one go as well, from a kid's pool, basically. It wasn't filled with water, but this is actually painful. This, like, my posture wasn't great, and I had to, like, sit on a hard floor, basically, and yeah, my ass got so numb, it's stupid. And this took 15 hours. I took some breaks, but I did not like end the stream or anything. It was actually a 15-hour stream. And we got 100 weapons done just before the DLC. Also, actually, we got one more Starfist. That was another Weaver redeemed weapon. Ben's redeem Starfist. That was the last weapon in the base game before we got the DLC. Here's my first DLC playthrough. It's a fun video as well. Quite long though. And Gazing Finger was the first ever DLC weapon. And then straight after that, Bone Bow. Shout out to Rasmus for selecting Bone Bow as my weapon with Twitch channel points. And right after that, the Dryleaf Seal, the Miguel cosplay run, that one got 70,000 views. Well, to this day it has 70,000 views. I'm actually really proud of that cosplay. It was pretty good. This was a fun run. And here's the DLC weapon streak. Ancient Metallic or Greatsword. Still one of my favorite weapons. Falx was super good. I'm proud of this thumbnail. I do look like a Queeline in this photo. Oh yeah, the Rabbits Cannon only run, and I actually beat all DLC Remembrance bosses and Bale. And obviously base game 2. Not all base game Remembrance bosses, but all mandatory base game bosses. Consort Radahn was the most like difficult thing. We actually even ended up needing Mimic Tier. But Mimic Tier had Rabbits Cannon as well, so... Okay, so this took almost 20 hours, okay. I forgot how long this actually is. I would have said that Great Bow is still my longest run. But no. It's clear with the Rabbits Cannon. Well, to be honest, Rabbits Cannon did the DLC as well. With some extra bosses. Great Bow was just the base game and no extra bosses. It was like almost impossible to find a safe window to shoot Radahn. So I obviously had to tank shit and just pray for good RNG. Even more so on in the second phase, when we actually spawn in Mimic then. And this was only my like 20th DLC playthrough or something like that. So for example, right now I've beaten the DLC like, I wanna say 50 times-ish. I'm so much better at fighting Consort Radahn as well. This is where we spawn Mimic.
No fucking shot.
And trust me,
by that.
I tried enough of times to beat him without Mimic first. I just actually found it impossible to do. But eventually, with the help of Mimic Tier, we got him. And you gotta remember, Mimic Tier also had Rabbits Cannon and nothing else, so...
Mimic almost dead.
I think that was fair.
Could use my Blessing of Mario, but honestly, but it's not time yet.
Still another dead. Which I'm better, aren't she? No, actually, I forgot I actually died here. I was about to say with some better, I probably would have died, but I took my chance then.
That counts. That counts. And I don't even care. I'm taking that. I'll take that and run, honestly. I saw how that was going to go. Mimic did exactly what was needed.
Less than 20 hours. That was definitely an achievement. And to this day, one of the hardest things I've done. And after Rabbits Cannon, I added, or like mixed the DLC weapons with base game weapons to the wheel. And started doing some base game weapons too. And the rest is history, pretty much. This is the end of 2024 and we started 2025 with Lightning Perfume Battle. The thumbnail style is slowly changing to better, I want to say. Parry and Dagger, amazing run. My most viewed run by far. I finally tried parrying and it was fun. Egon's Great Bow, this one has a nice intro. Mid-script Dagger was so fun actually. Wing of Astle, Helfenstiebel, Obsidian Lamina, so many nice runs. Then we did something else as well. I actually did another challenge run. Beat all 42 main bosses in Elden Ring using a different weapon class against every single boss. This was a cool run. I really liked it and I think the video turned out to be very good. Bandit Skirt Sword, Guts, Dismounter, Dragon's Hunter, Great Katana, so many like good weapons in a row as well. Then we got the Ivory Sickle, Lamenting Visage, oh yeah, Euphoria, and the present day, that's Poker. Dancing Blade of Rana, obviously. Wow, I've said it already, but I'm gonna do another one with Dancing Blade of Rana just because how stupid it was. I want to try it at its peak with some additional buffs like Golden Bow and go for Iron Shard Aromatic to raise my poise and just see what can I do with it. And over the 2 years I've gotten 1.9 million views in total with 13,000 subscribers, and honestly, it's been a ride. It's been hell of a ride. And I want to thank you, all of you, and every single one of you for being part of the journey so far. I couldn't be happier that I actually chose to do this 2 years ago. Honestly, I never thought that 2 years later I would have 13,000 subscribers and so many like videos with over 10,000 views. It's in total almost 2 million views. It's like I still can't quite understand how much or how many views that is. It's like it's still mind-blowing. And thank you all for all of the support you have given me, like every single view, every single comment, every single like, every single subscription. I appreciate it all, and everyone on Twitch as well. The support you show in the streams, it really means a lot. I don't always say this, and I probably don't say it as much as I should, but I really appreciate you guys. It's all the comments I get constantly is the reason why I keep doing this, and I hope I can keep doing this, keep uploading videos. This is what I love to do, and it always warms my heart to see that you guys actually like the content as well. So yes, appreciate it a lot. Thank you guys. But we have so much to do. 181 weapons done, but 221 weapons left. So this will take at least another year. We'll see where we are in 1 year. I hope we're getting very close to finishing the challenge, but we shall see. By the end of 2025, I'm predicting we'll be at around 250 weapons done. Maybe a little bit less, but that would mean like 150, 160 weapons left when we start 2026. And the initial goal was to finish the challenge by the end of 2026. It will be hard to do that. I think it's still possible. I just need to have a very tight schedule, so I'm not sure whether I'll be able to do that. It might be actually 2027 when we finish the challenge, but we'll see. It's impossible to predict the future, obviously, so let's just enjoy the ride, and one day I'm going to finish, and that will be one heck of a day, but it's not anytime in the near future, that's for sure. And there's like so many other challenge runs I would like to do in the meantime too, and not only this. This will be the main priority until I'm done, but I might do some other things from time to time. But one thing is sure, the fact that I'll keep making content and keep uploading videos, and one day I hope that I can say that I was the first to beat Elden Ring with every single weapon. But I think that's about it for this recap video. Hope you enjoyed it. As I said, I didn't really like plan this in advance or anything. This was a very spontaneous thing. It was a recap of some of the things that has happened over the 2 years. Hope you also enjoy the future content. I hope to see you guys in future streams and in future comments. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and see you in the next video. Until then, it is goodbye.